What's happening, film friends? Nate the Film Junk here. Right, Justin, or who is it? Kroll? Meet the Movie Press podcast with Jeff Snyder. Simon Simpson, Kroll. I think it's Justin Kroll, right? I don't know. I'm reading this. I'm thinking that's right. Anyways, he had a little bit of insider here on this podcast. And this is what he had to say. A little insider tidbit. So I've been tracking various movies in this world, director-wise, specifically Flashpoint. I've heard they've slowed that search down to see how this film, Justice League, does, because I don't know if they're giving everyone their own movie now. Aquaman is already shot. Well, obviously that's not happening. Well, Cyborg, they said it's not happening anytime soon, and neither is Man of Steel 2. But I've heard that. I keep asking, and they're like, let's see how the film does before we go forward on those types of movies. So that's what he's got. So he's asking his little sources and stuff like that, and they're not really giving him an answer. To me, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, guys. So they're basically going to wait until they see Justice League and see how people perceive Flash, how they receive him, I guess they receive. And to determine whether they're gonna do like Flashpoint. I still no. We got J.K. Simmons saying that the Flashpoint script is in development, and it's just I can't. I'm wondering if they're talking about Justice League in general, not just Flash, because I still don't think that Flash's standalone movie is going to be Flashpoint, because it's going to have all the heads in it. Remember how they already said that when they make these standalone movies, they're not going to have connective tissue? This is going to connect all kinds of tissue. I think they're just waiting to do a Flash movie to see how everybody, the reception of this Barry Allen. I think they're waiting on that, which looks like it's going to be well received. I mean, early screeners and everything like that have suggested that, yeah, he steals the show. He's funny. He's the nerd of the group. He's basically us in the group. So I think they're just waiting on that. I don't know. As for everything else and them announcing anything else, you got to realize, guys, there's some shit going on with Warner Brothers and AT&T. There's like a merger happening. So they're not going to just all of a sudden be full on announcing a bunch of new movies. All this other shit that we've been getting, like the Deathstroke movie, the Joker and Harley, this is just stuff that's just slowly trickled out. This is just directors developing something. Doesn't mean it's being greenlit yet. I mean, that's one thing that we all freak out about. We hear about stuff and we just automatically think that's on the slate. Boom, right there. There you go. Where's the date? Who's the actors? What's going on? And that's just not the case. Not fully yet. I don't even think Nightwing is technically greenlit. Batgirl, I don't know if it's all fully. I mean, they've been showing it on their slate and everything. More Batgirl and Flashpoint. I think they really have their heads going forward with like Batgirl and Flashpoint and everything. But Nightwing and Deathstroke, I mean, those things are still kind of just hanging in the balance. Same with Joker and Harley. I think they're just kind of waiting on those, and it's just being developed. But I think they're really going, okay, well, these ones over here are in a further stage of development, but we're not going to fully announce it yet because we have this merger happening, and there's debts and there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, this is why AT&T is pushing Justice League super hard with their commercials, the poster thing that they're doing right now. Hopefully, you've been going to your AT&T and get those delicious posters. There's like a whole thing going on right now, and I don't know. To me, going back to the Flashpoint thing, I just don't think it's a good idea to have Flash's standalone movie not really be standalone. I like the fact that it would be Justice League 2 because it wouldn't just be another invasion. Like, okay, we had Steppenwolf, and Parademons invading the Earth and what's going on, and then what? The next one's just going to be Darkseid invading the Earth yet again? No! Let's have a little gap of that and have a totally different story that's within the league that's changing the timeline, and then once everything's fixed and we have that awesome dramatic scene at the end with Batman, we have more standalone movies, and then bam, then we can have Darkseid and have Justice League War kind of thing going on. I don't know. It's just a little strange, and I mean, but I don't doubt that he's not wrong about them holding off on finding that Flash director yet, because they want to see how we react to this Barry Allen. So just be patient, guys. I know every time that we hear like something about a new DC movie, there's always those jokes and the memes and everything about Flash not having a director. Come on, stop. Let's just wait a little bit. It's also very difficult that the fact there's a popular TV show, and I know a lot of people in this world, in our little DCEU community, hates the Flash TV show. They hate the Berlantiverse, the Arrowverse. They absolutely loathe it, but I mean, I still enjoy it. I mean, yes, it can be cringy and cheesy at times, but I still enjoy it. I still will watch and everything. But you got to realize it's a little hard to try to be, you got to try to be its own thing. And it's for the most part, what it looks like is Flash is like he's not exactly like this Flash. He's more independent, which I like. Sometimes it gets annoying that there's always this team, and Barry Allen's not as smart as he should be. But just having two different Flashes, it's a little difficult. I think it's a little difficult. So be patient, guys. It's gonna happen. I just think Justice League 2 Flashpoint should be it, and Flash should have his own standalone movie, which like a normal villain or villains, the Rogues. I want the Rogues. Honestly, it'd be awesome. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about it down below. What do you think about all this? Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the other channel too. Follow me on the social media stuff that is currently above my head. All right, guys.